Peter once came to Jesus with a question that many of us still ask today. Lord, how many times should I forgive someone who sins against me? Up to 7 times? Jesus looked at him and replied, I tell you, not 7 times, but 77 times. Then Jesus began to tell a story. The kingdom of heaven, he said, is like a king who decided to settle accounts with his servants. As he began the process, a man was brought before him who owed him an enormous debt, so large that he could never repay it in his lifetime. The servant fell on his knees before the king and pleaded desperately, Please be patient with me, and I will pay back everything. The king was moved with compassion. Instead of punishing him, he did something astonishing. He forgave the entire debt and let the servant go free. But as that same servant left the palace, he found a fellow servant who owed him a very small amount in comparison. Grabbing him by the throat, he demanded, Pay me what you owe me. The fellow servant fell to his knees and begged, Be patient with me, and I will pay you back. But the first servant refused. Instead, he had the man thrown into prison until he could pay the debt. When the other servants saw what had happened, they were deeply distressed. They went and reported everything to the king. Then the king called the unforgiving servant back in. You wicked servant, he said. I forgave you all that debt because you begged me. Shouldn't you have had mercy on your fellow servant just as I had on you? In anger, the king handed him over to the jailers to be punished until he could repay all he owed. Jesus ended the story with a powerful warning. This is how my heavenly Father will treat each of you, unless you forgive your brother or sister from your heart. And so the lesson is clear. We have been forgiven much, and we are called to forgive others just the same, not reluctantly, but from the depths of our hearts.